Fast forward?
Yeah. Good. I'm in.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dirt Racing Network. As tonight we're here at Williams Grove, deep in the heart of sprint car country of Pennsylvania, a world-renowned dirt track, and we are going to mix it up here tonight with the 410 wing sprint cars here as the Dirt Slingers Racing League presents the Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw Series. I am your host for tonight. My name is KR Stolfus. And in the booth with me, the producer, the man who makes it all awesome, Mike Peterson. Mike, how you doing out there tonight?
I'm good, KR. Ready for some racing here in Posse Country, here at Williams Grove Speedway. These guys are the best of the best here on the server. And looks like we have 28 cars taking time here in qualifying. We've got about 15 seconds left, and we're going to get ready for heat racing.
We are getting ready for heat racing. Right now, David Heilman on pole for the moment. Of course, pole position doesn't really matter a whole lot this qualifying, just to set up how you will be stacked in your heat race. But qualifying and wrapping up your Al Balducci trucking qualifying session, winner is going to be David Heilman in that 49 machine. But here we go, lining up for heat race number one. Hope everyone is ready, because tonight is going to be flying through these sessions. And Mike, you have our lineups.
All right, 3 heat races here tonight. Going to get ready for heat race number one, getting onto the racetrack. Getting these guys to grid up here. Going to have 10 cars here in heat race number one. Starting on the pole here for heat race number one. I got to change that. Starting on the pole in the Slick Sim Sports Amp Auto Parts Wicked Energy Gum. Number 49 from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, that is David Heilman. Starting on his outside in the Elbows Up Sim Sport. Over the wall photography, number 21 from Hanford, California, that is Shea Paulo. Starting in the third position in the Swaddell Speed Lab, Fast 4 Media JST number 5 from Loomis, California, that is Rusty Kruger. Starting fourth in the Kinzer Racing Sim Team Border Tire Wicked Cushion Dirt Racing Network number 5 from Franklin, Pennsylvania, that is Braden Eiler. Starting in the fifth spot from Dayton, Ohio, in the number 10, that is Cameron Merriman. Starting sixth In the Kinzer Racing Sim Team, DRC Chassis. Profile by Sanford, number 211 from Merlin, Ontario, Canada. That is Alex Smulders. Starting in the 7th spot, in the Brent Marks Racing Sim Team, M&M Painting and Construction, Wicked Cushion, number 5 from York, Pennsylvania. That is Jeremy Zarfos. Starting in the 8th position, in the number 74, that is Adam Elby. Starting 9th, in the Black Diamond Motorsports, UDTV, Dirty Dicks, Tim Sims. Number 91 from Lima, Ohio, that is Ernie Williams. And starting in 10th, in the number 15, that is Carter Chevalier. 10 cars, going 10 laps. Top 3 to tonight's A-Main. Everybody else. Top 2 to the pole dash. Everybody else to the consolations.
Your Wiggy and Casey I-55 Lawyers Heat Race number 1. Stacked up all nice and pretty behind the Chevy Silverado. David Heileman on pole for this heat race. On his outside will be Shea Paulo as they work their way onto the backstretch. These drivers ready to put on a heck of a show for you here tonight. I hope everyone is strapped into their seats, because otherwise you're going to be trying to stand up with a show that is about ready to go down. The truck making its way onto pit road. David Heileman going to keep them all in check as he works his way through 3 and 4. Eyes on the flagman. Green flag is out. We're underway here tonight for the first heat race into turn number 1. Heileman easily clearing Paulo as Paulo goes up to the high side, following in the tire tracks of David Heileman into 3rd place. The 55 of Rusty Kruger. First 4 cars getting single file, but then the 22 of Braden Idler. Now he's going to try and track down Kruger in 3rd spot. For the moment, 4 drivers going to the feature. Top 2 into our pole dash. Down to the inside goes Kruger in that 55 machine, trying to track down Jay Paulo. Not able to get him in 1 and 2 onto the backstretch. Underneath the bridge they go. All these drivers single file right now. A couple drivers at the back who've got to figure out what changes need to make to their race car, as they are on the outside looking in. Ernie Williams Jr. in that 91 machine battling with Jeremy Zarfos. Zarfos looking to his inside. Nothing there just yet, but Williams in that 91 trying to figure out how he can get around the 74 of Adam Elby. As everyone's getting a single file here, Cameron Merriman in the 10 machine was trying that inside lane through 1 and 2. Lost a little bit of ground to Alex Smulders. 6 world-class iRacing drivers here in heat race number 1. Talk about a stacked heat race. Man, oh man, the license levels here tonight are outstanding, but David Heileman in the 49 machine out in front. He has about a half-second lead over the 21 of Shea Paulo. Paulo still holding on to second. Third is Kruger. Now we got one down to the inside. That looked like Smulders in the 211 as he is battling with the 10 of Cameron Merriman. Merriman going to tuck in onto his tail tank. Now Merriman down to the bottom through 1 and 2. Looking for a little bit of extra grip coming up off the corner. Not able to make it happen. Idler shuts the door on Merriman, diving down to the inside. As we're going to have 2 laps to go this time around. Heileman out in front, has led every lap of this heat race so far. Paulo in second. Kruger third. Eiler fourth. Cameron Merriman just on the outside, looking in, trying to work over Eiler in that orange 5 machine. But final lap, David Heileman down the backstretch into 3 and 4, trying to come off cleanly. He is going to win your Wiggy and Casey heat race number 1. Kruger spinning on the last lap, going to end up in 9th place as he falls from 3rd. So a tough break for Kruger. But now it is time for your JIR Motorsports heat race number 2. That starting lineup going to be handed out by none other than Mr. Mike.
Heat race number 2 coming onto the racetrack now. Gritting up for it looks like we're going to have 9 cars here for heat race number 2 presented by JIR Motorsports. Starting on the pole In the number 7, that is Hayden Cardwell, starting on his outside. In the Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, 1-9 design, number 80 from Plymouth, Wisconsin, that is Josh Stanky. Starting in the 3rd spot, in the 125, that is Tyler Ducharme. Starting 4th, in the Up Sim Sport, Fairway Mortgage BSR Catch Fence Imperial, number 85 from Millersburg, Pennsylvania, that is Tyler Shell. Starting in the 5th position, in the Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, Tim Sims, Sim Styles, number 1 from Pittsboro, Indiana, that is Mason Hannigan. Starting in the 6th spot, in the number 421, that is Britton Roxbury. Starting 7th, in the number 007, that is Jacob Fields. Starting 8th, in the number 90 Black Diamond Motorsports machine, that is Trevor Royer. And starting in 9th, in the 71, that is Curtis Merriman. 9 cars going 10 laps. Top 3 to tonight's A main. Top 2 to the pole dash. Everybody else to the consolations.
Thank you, Mike. Our lineup here tonight set. Everyone ready to get rocking and rolling here at Williams Grove. Lights are out on the Silverado. It is going to peel out of the way of these 900 plus horsepower alcohol breathing machines. Here we go. Your JIR Motorsports Heat Race number 2, working through 3 and 4. Green flag is out, and we are back underway here at Williams Grove. Top 4 get single file down the into turn 1. Now 4 wide coming off of turn number 2. Tyler Ducharme on the high side. Right in the middle is Joshua Steinke. Hayden Cardwell enjoying that. Oh, contact coming off of turn number 4. Several cars involved. Joshua Steinke in trouble. Tyler Ducharme in trouble. And the yellow flag is going to come out for the first time here tonight. A big stack up coming off of turn number 4. Let's gonna take another look at this. This battle started on the backstretch. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Dived it back down 3 wide into 3 and 4. Steinke in the 80 getting into Tyler Ducharme. Just kind of pinched him off a little bit there. Ducharme had nowhere to go as that guardrail already was glued to the right rear. So Hayden Cardwell out in front as he's going to catch up to the pace truck. Tyler Shell sitting in 2nd. Britton Roxbury now in 3rd. Top 2 going to the pole dash. Going to happen after our heat race activities. Britton Roxbury sitting in 3rd. Mason Hannigan in 4th. Hannigan, driver to keep an eye on. A little bit crafty at times. Trevor Royer, no slouch himself. These 2 drivers sitting 4th and 5th. We'll see what they have in store for our top 3. So with the caution flag coming out, it is going to shorten up the amount of green flag laps we have here in this heat race, as they are going to count for our lap totals during the heat races. The only time our yellow flag laps are not going to count is during the A main. So tonight's going to proceed very quickly, regardless of whether or not these drivers try and, take each other out. Though I say take each other out. Hard racing probably going to be the majority of the issues if we have them here tonight. Curtis Merriman in 6th in that white 71 machine. Can he make a move from mid-pack? But here we go. Pace truck down and away. Hayden Cardwell on the throttle, and we go back racing. We're going to have 4 laps to go here in heat race number 2. Down to the inside goes Tyler Shell. He's going to get a good run up off the corner. Not enough. Hayden Cardwell holding on to the racing lead. Cardwell going to brush the guardrail going into turns 3 and 4. Gets a good run that time off of 4. Dell trying to track him down to the inside. Is he going to slide up in front of him? And he doesn't. Wheel to wheel into turn 3. This time, though, Shale gonna try and pull away, but Cardwell has something figured out on the high side through 3 and 4. Shale has it figured out in 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Britton Roxbury, he's gonna put his nose to the left rear as Shale throws the block on Cardwell. Now Cardwell gonna return the favor on that inside lane, but just cannot match the run that is being developed in 3 and 4. Now Britton Roxbury on the high side. He's going to slide into second place. We got 2 laps to go here in our JIR heat race number 2. Roxbury on the back bumper. We got one in the wall. Hayden Cardwell hard into the fence. Now he's going to go up and over. Britton Roxbury to the front. No caution. Roxbury down the backstretch, leading his for the first time here in heat race number 2. Tyler Shale down to the inside, not going to get it done. Britton Roxbury going to win heat race number 2, your JIR Motorsports heat race number 2 winner. Tyler Shale in the 85 machine going to advance to the pole dash. And now it is time to line up our Edmund Trophy Company heat race number 3. And Mike, once again, you get to call the lineup.
Heat race number 3 coming on here onto the racetrack, presented by Edmund Trophy. Starting on the pole in the Scott Kings design, 19 design, Tony Stewart Racing, Simmelman Racing, number 18 from Menominee Falls, Wisconsin. That is Austin Simmelman. Starting in the second spot in the Kinza Racing Sim Team, Mosaic Valley Transportation, Wicked Cushion, number 11 from Weverly, Nebraska. That is Cole Newhoffen. Starting in the third spot in the Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, number 16 from Ellington, Florida. That is John Batista. Starting in the fourth spot, waiting for him to grid still. There he is. In the number 9, that is Joel Berkeley. Starting fifth in the Casey's General Store, number 4 from Des Moines, Iowa. That is Jason Randolph. Starting in the 6th position in the JZ iRacing Photography, number 54 from Fremont, Ohio. That is Alex Stautiger. Starting in 7th in the Elbows Up Sim Sport Over the Wall Photography, number 72 from Milford, Ohio. The Milford Missile. That is Jeff Stewart. Starting 8th in the Bill Russell Ford 96 from Starksville, Mississippi. That is Matt Dixon. And starting at 9th in the Black Diamond Motorsports Ultimate Dirt TV, number 10 from Warrensburg, Missouri. That is Ryan Scheit. 9 cars going 10 laps here in heat race number 3, presented by Edmund Trophy. Top 3 to tonight's A main, top 2 to the pole dash. Everybody else to the consolations.
Thank you very much, Mike, as the field works its way around very slowly here at Williams Grove. Your Wicked Cushion Energy Gum Outlaw Series on track for its 3rd heat race. Simmelman, Newhoffen on the front row. How is this going to play out? We saw some unique lines in heat race number 2. Saw some drivers find some speed going high in one corner, low in the next. Anyone paying attention in heat race number 3? Who is going to figure out the fast line? Can Cole Newhoffen get a jump on Simmelman? Simmelman hold off that hard charging 11 machine. But here we go. Pace truck out of the way. Simmelman in control of the field. And Simmelman gets to the throttle. He gets a great jump on Cole Newhoffen. Cole into second place. Meanwhile, for third, they were side by side. John Batista in third place for the moment. But as I say that, Berkeley with a good run. Now Berkeley down to the inside of Cole Newhoffen, trying to get a run off a turn. Number 4 doesn't get it there. Slides into third place. Meanwhile, the battle for fourth now between Batista and Jason Randolph. Randolph looking to the inside a little bit of Batista there. Meanwhile, Cole Newhoffen down to the inside off of turn number 4, trying to get a run down the straightaway on Simmelman. This time, Simmelman goes down to the bottom of 1 and 2. And Jason Randolph on his side. We stay green, and Randolph goes to the pit lane. An early exit out of this heat race for Randolph. Tough break for him, but meanwhile, at the front of the field, it is Simmelman and Newhoffen Simmelman, great run off of turn number 2 that time. He's going to open up a big gap to Cole Newhaufen in second. Cole right through the middle of 3 and 4. Simmelman along the wall. He's staying in that high side in 3 and 4, down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Cole Newhaufen worked that middle lane in 1 and 2, really closed up to the back bumper of Simmelman. This time, Newhaufen again through the middle. Can he find some run up off of turn number 4? Simmelman got into the wall a little bit. That broke his momentum, and now give the lead to Simmelman. Or I'm sorry, give the lead to Newhaufen. I'm never going to hear the end of that one, as Newhaufen now takes the race lead. 2 drivers in the wall. That is Austin Simmelman. One going up and over. Alex Stodinger going out of the park. Austin Simmelman getting in trouble, and that all happened when Simmelman started hitting the wall down the backstretch. Simmelman came up off of turn number 2, got into 3, tagged the wall going into 3, and then just trouble and chaos behind as everyone tried to find somewhere to squeeze through. John Batista getting a piece of it, but he was able to continue on. Cole Newhaufen, your race leader. Joel Berkeley sitting in second place. Matt Dixon now looking at third spot. How much damage did Batista get in that one? Can his car perform? That front wing really torn up, but we'll see what the 54 can do. Can he work his way around the 96 of Matt Dixon? Lights are still on our Chevy Silverado. Simmelman, Stoudinger, Randolph, and Scheidt all looking at going to a qualifying main event to try and make it into the show. Jason Randolph has made it back out on the track, but he is 4 laps down to our race leader, Cole Newhaufen. Lights are out on the pace truck, but, well, I say they're out, but final time around, final lap, this heat race is going to end under yellow. So Cole Newhaufen going to be your Edmund Trophy heat race number 3 winner. Hard fought battle at the front of the field. Newhaufen really was able to roll through the middle of the track. Had a good run by doing that. Took the top spot away from Austin Simmelman as he works his way onto the front stretch and across the start-finish line. And officially, your third heat race winner here tonight, Joel Berkeley in second. Third, Matt Dixon. John Batista going to bring it home fourth. Jeffrey Stewart rounds out your top 5 here in our third heat race of the night. And now we begin our C main event presented by Tim Sims. Top 4 drivers move to the B main. And Mike, you get to let us know who we watch here in this Tim Sims C main. Tyler Ducharme, Alex Stoudinger on the front row of our Tim Sims C main, trying to keep their hopes for tonight alive. 4 drivers gonna make it. Ernie Williams, Hayden Cardwell. Cardwell had a good run going in his heat race. Found some trouble in the... I kind of forget when Cardwell found trouble, but he was looking stout until he got into trouble. Lights are out on our pace truck. Williams Grove not yet slicking up. A lot of grip out there still. Corner entries starting to show some wear. Driver's going to have to start tiptoeing here. Who's going to be able to take advantage of the changing track conditions? Who's going to have it figured out? Pace truck gets out of the way. Tyler Ducharme, Alex Stoudinger. Here we go. Ducharme picks up the throttle in that 25 machine. Side by side for third place. Ernie Williams going to send it down to the bottom. Slides up a little bit, leaving room for Stoudinger. Stoudinger now into second place. Williams in third. Trouble for our fourth place driver. I believe that was Hayden Cardwell once again. Cardwell gathers it back in, but he is going to lose some ground. Jason Randolph now in your final transfer spot. He's sitting in fourth place. Cardwell battling with Steinke in the 80 machine. He's in trouble once again. Heavy damage. Joshua Steinke out of the C main event. While all of that's going down, Tyler Ducharme pulling away from Ernie Williams in that 91. Williams up on the high side as he battles with Jason Randolph in the 4. Randolph sliding into third place. Now he's going to try and take a peek to the inside of the 91 of Williams. Williams has the advantage for the moment. These drivers making it into the B main in these spots. Now's not the time to get all racy and out of control and try and force the issue. Just make it into the B main. Your final transfer for the moment is the 10 of Ryan Scheidt. Sitting in that fourth place, Hayden Cardwell. Fifth with Alex Stoudinger in sixth. Joshua Steinke and Rusty Kruger are out of the C main. So an early night for them. But Tyler Ducharme, 5. Now make it 4 laps to go. Or I'm sorry. I can do math. I promise. 6 laps to go. 7. Good grief. We are coming to 6 laps to go. I'm sorry, guys. My shoes are on a little too tight for me to count properly here tonight. But Tyler Ducharme pulling away from Ernie Williams. Ducharme has a 1.8 second lead over Ernie Williams. Jason Randolph still trying to figure out how he can work his way around this 91 machine. Randolph right through the middle of 3 and 4, a little crossed up coming off of turn number 4. That cost him a little bit of momentum. Williams right along the wall at entry, drives down just a little bit there in 1 and 2. Into 3 and 4 they go. This time Randolph drives it in deep. Can he get the run off the corner? No, he did not get the run off the corner he needed. We're going to have 4 laps to go. Ducharme cruising right now. Easily out in front, has to hit his marks. Doesn't want to make a mistake. He is trying a few different lines, but playing it very safe. Not trying to be very aggressive either way. Lots of room through that corner, both high and low, as he drove right through the middle. Trying that Cole Newhoffen line we saw Cole utilize in heat race number 3. But Tyler Ducharme now looking at 2 laps to go. Ernie Williams now pulling away from Jason Randolph. Ryan Scheidt still in your final transfer spot. Hayden Cardwell just on the outside looking in, but not giving up. He is trying hard on that high side. Final lap one more time around for Tyler Ducharme as he works his way down the backstretch under the bridge into 3 and 4 for the final time in this Tim Sims C main. Off of turn number 4, Tyler Ducharme cruising easily to the C main win. Ernie Williams in second, Jason Randolph third, Ryan Scheidt in fourth. Hayden Cardwell gonna pack it up and head to next week's race. Now we line them up for our Physical Medicine of Oklahoma B main. And Mike, we're going to let you call these starting lineups.
B main coming on to the racetrack, going to have 11 cars. Everybody's going to go to the show since we had a couple drop out and messed up the car count. So 11 cars. Everybody's going to go to the rear of tonight's A main. Going to go 14 laps, so pretty much a little test session, but racing for starting positions. Starting on the pole is going to be the 211 of Alex Smulders. Starting in his outside will be the 71 of Curtis Merriman. Starting in the third spot is going to be 72 of Jeff Stewart. Starting fourth in the 74, that's Adam Elby. Starting fifth in the 007, that is Jacob Fields. Starting sixth in the 18, that's Austin Silverman. Starting seventh in the 5, that is Jeremy Zarfo. Starting eighth in the 125, that's Tyler Ducharme. Starting ninth in the 91, that is Ernie Williams. Starting 10th in the 4, that is Jason Randolph. And starting shotgun in the 10 is going to be Ryan Scheit. 14 laps, 11 cars. Everybody goes to tonight's A main here in tonight's B main, presented by Physical Medicine of Oklahoma.
B main rolling out for 2 warm-up laps. Pace truck going to get out of the way here next time around. We're going to send these guys off. Everyone making the show, so they will be battling for starting positions in the A main. Coming up after this will be our Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Top 2 from our heat races making it into the pole dash. But before we can get there, we have to settle out who's going to start where in the A main. Your Physical Medicine of Oklahoma B main making its way down the back stretch. Pace truck going to head in. Alex Smulders, Curtis Merriman on the front row. Row number 2, Jeffrey Stewart, Adam Elby. Here we go. On the throttle, the main is underway. Wheel stands from a couple drivers as they got hard into the throttle. Jeremy Zarfos 3 wide trying to make something happen. Now 4 wide off of turn number 2. Contact. Zarfos in trouble. Several cars in trouble. Looked like one of them got into the fence at that wall opening. Zarfos able to continue on. Jason Randolph torn up as well. Tyler Ducharme, heavy contact for him. Great news for all of these drivers. They will still make the A main. Taking another look at this one. Zarfos working right through the middle of 1 and 2. Almost 4 wide coming off the corner. But contact there. Simmelman got into the wall hard. Ducharme going up and over. Lands on all 4. Tries to right the ship and get rolling. But very early contact for Austin Simmelman, Tyler Ducharme, Jason Randolph, and Jeremy Zarfos. Ducharme on the pit road. Austin Simmelman sitting in his pit stall. Heavy contact going to knock out Austin Simmelman. Good news for him is he is still going to make tonight's A main event. Alex Smulders, Curtis Merriman sitting 1 and 2 here in our B main. Third place, Jacob Fields. Fourth, going to the 91 of Ernie Williams. Brent Marks Racing 5 machine of Jeremy Zarfos pulling on the pit road. Damage quite extensive on that thing. We'll see. They can slap a hood on it and get him out there quickly enough to get back into this thing. Jeffrey Stewart sitting in 5th place. Stewart looking at the back bumper of the 91 of Ernie Williams. Right behind Stewart, Ryan Scheit out of Warrensburg, Missouri, just a stone throw away from where I live. Lights are still on our Chevy Silverado. While we have a moment, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight on the Dirt Racing Network. If you haven't done so yet, please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff that needs to be done to help promote this league and the broadcast. Don't let your friends miss out on this great racing action. They'll be mad at you if you didn't tell them. Mulder's in the 211, pulling down. He's been given an EOL penalty. That is going to put Curtis Merriman to the front of the field. As the pace truck gets out of the way, Merriman now going to restart this thing as the race leader, Jacob Fields, on second place. Drivers pick up the front end as the throttle is dropped. Merriman up to the high side through 1 and 2. Jacob Fields trying to track him down. Ernie Williams in the 91 machine finding himself in third. 3 cars right there, close enough to throw a blanket over. And we got Merriman in the wall, able to hold on to it. But Fields now going to tag that inside wall. He's going to lose a spot to Ernie Williams. Meanwhile, behind Fields, Ryan Scheidt, Jeffrey Stewart going at it here. The 10 machine of Scheidt down to the inside. Fields again into the wall. Fields struggling here. Maybe some damage to the front end of that thing when he tagged that inside wall. Now Tyler Ducharme going to return the favor to the wall. Someone needs to tell these drivers that wall is not going to move no matter how many times they hit it. But Ernie Williams to the front as he is pulling away here in our Physical Medicine of Oklahoma B main. Jeffrey Stewart now sitting in second place. Curtis Merriman falling to third. Side-by-side battle for fourth place. Jacob Fields, Ryan Scheidt. Here comes the 4 of Jason Randolph now to the outside of the 10 machine. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Randolph into 5th place, but Scheidt now going to send it down to the inside. Can't get the run up off the corner. Fields moving up into 3rd place as he's trying to work his way around Curtis Merriman. While all of that is going down, Ernie Williams pulling away. Solid race here in the B main for the 91 of Williams as he's got 3 laps to go in this B main. He has a 1.6 second lead over Jeffrey Stewart. Ryan Scheidt still battling for position. The 71 machine of Curtis Merriman down to the inside. Track really going through a transition here as everyone trying to figure out what line they like. Jason Randolph running right through the middle of 1 and 2. Dives to the middle again through 3 and 4. Final time around for the 91 of Ernie Williams. Up on the high side in 1 and 2. Smooth exit down the backstretch, under the bridge. Sends it into 3 and 4. Ernie Williams off at turn number 4. Your Physical Medicine of Oklahoma B main winner, the 91 of Ernie Williams. Jeffrey Stewart 2nd, 3rd place Jacob Fields, Jason Randolph 4th, Ryan Scheidt 5th, Curtis Merriman 6th, Tyler Ducharme 7th, Adam Elby in 8th place. Everyone else was on pit road for that one. So Mike, we get ready now for a Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. These were our top 2 from each heat race here tonight. The drivers make their way out on the track. I'm going to let you call the lineup.
6 cars coming onto the racetrack here for the Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Going to go 6 laps. Going to set the first 3 rows of tonight's A main. We got Cole Newhoffen coming out here. Shea Paulo, Britton Roxbury, Tyler Shell, Joe Berkeley, and David Heilman are the 6 cars participating here in the Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Not sure what they're waiting for. I think they're waiting for Mr. Berkeley to get out here on the racetrack.
Everyone has come to a stop as the 9 of Joel Berkeley now makes his way out onto the racing surface. And I say 9, that's his iRacing assigned number, but it's clearly 17.
All right, going to get him up, lined up 2x2x2. Race control just called out the starting lineup, but looks like we're going to try to go green here off turn number 4. Cole Newhoff, Brent Roxbury on the front row. David Howman, Shea Paulo, row 2. Tyler Shale and Joel Berkeley, row 3, going 6 laps here in the Balducci Trucking Pole Dash.
Cole Newhoffen on the inside of row number 1. On his outside, Britton Roxbury. Newhoffen on the throttle, green flag waves, and our Balducci Trucking Pole Dash is underway. 6 cars trying to figure out where they're going to start in the first 3 rows of the A main. Newhoffen out in front. Roxbury to the high side by Heilman, down to the bottom. Side by side off of the corner. Roxbury with a good run. Heilman, though, contact made. Both drivers straighten it out, keep going. Sitting in third place, Heilman can't quite drift up to the high side. On his outside, that is Tyler Shale. Shea Paulo. Ooh, contact almost made. Shea Paulo had to take evasive action as the 17 of Joel Berkeley looked like he got in the wall a little bit. So Paulo now dropping to the back. Berkeley on the high side just in the front, but Cole Newhoffen out in front as Roxbury getting into trouble. Settles it down and gets back into the throttle. Heilman to the high side, but down underneath Heilman is the 85 of Tyler Shale. Now Shale to the high side, Heilman to the bottom. Shale works it through 3 and 4, 2 laps to go in our Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Newhoffen out in front, solidly been there this entire time. David Heilman into the fence on his side. Caution flag is out as Heilman trying to set that on the 4 tires, but he is not going to get it done. The caution flag comes out. Cole Newhoffen, Tyler Shale, Britton Roxbury, Shea Paulo, your 4 drivers in this Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Joel Berkeley on pit road along with David Heilman. So 4 of 6 cars remain in this dash. I believe we're going to have 2 laps to go in this thing when the green flag comes back out. Cole Newhoffen on the throttle once again. Here we go. 2 more times around. Newhoffen in the 11 machine goes to the high side in 1 and 2. Tyler Shale down to the bottom. Shale tries to get a good run up off the corner. Not enough. Cole Newhoffen just horsepower for days in that 11 machine. Now both drivers to the high side off of turn number 4. Shale, Newhoffen, final time around here in the Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Shale down to the bottom of 1 and 2. Newhoffen side by side down the backstretch. Cole Newhoffen has the advantage going into the corner, but Tyler Shale's slide job for the lead off of the corner, and Tyler Shale gonna win your Balducci Trucking Pole Dash. Cole Newhoffen in second. Britton Roxbury slowed down the front stretch. Shea Paulo ended up in third, Roxbury in fourth. And that is going to do it for your pole dash, as the track is now going to be opened up for warm-up. And Mike, man, oh man, what a night of racing we have had so far just to get to the main event.
Some great racing out here. We're going to have 23 cars of the best on the service out here for tonight's A main, the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series race here at the Williams Grove Speedway. So we're going to get ready to go. I'm going to throw a commercial here really quick as we're going to get ready to advance. All right, getting these guys gridded up here. Going to have 23 cars. Going to go 30 laps here tonight. They're all starting to grid up, waiting for a handful more. They're going to pace around. Once they take the iRacing green flag, race control will rearrange those first 3 rows. Then we'll give you the greatest sight in all of motorsports, a 4-wide salute to the fans, and then we'll cut them loose for 30 green flag only laps. We're going to rearrange those first 3 rows, so I'm going to give you from 7th on back. It's going to be the number 10 of Cameron Merriman. Starting in the 8th spot will be Mason Hannigan. Starting 9th will be the 96 of Matt Dixon. Starting 10th will be the 5 of Braden Eiler. Starting 11th will be the 90 of Trevor Royer. Starting 12th will be John Batista. 13th will be Ernie Williams. 14th, Jeff Stewart. 15th, Jacob Fields. 16th, Jason Randolph. 17th, Ryan Scheidt. 18th, Curtis Merriman. 19th, Tyler Ducharme. 20th, Adam Elby. 21st, Alex Smulders. 22nd, Jeremy Zarfos. And 23rd will be Austin Simmelman. Looks like Jacob Fields did not make the call, so we'll have 22 cars. Going to go 30 green flag only laps here tonight for the Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series race here from the Williams Grove Speedway.
So as Mike said, green flag going to come out under iRacing control, but field going to give you fans that very famous only the best go 4 abreast, the 4-wide salute. And then we're going to stack the lineup and let them go. They work their way down the back stretch here. As Mike mentioned, yellow flags will not count here in the A main. Caution laps had been counting up to this point.
Green flag, green flag.
So now that the field is free to regroup, form up, all that good stuff, they're going to reset the front of the field as everyone gets across the start-finish line. Cole Newhoffen in the 11, taking his spot. Tyler Shale on pole for this one. Shale and Newhoffen, row number 1. Paulo Britton Roxbury going to be row number 2 as they split the field. 4 wide. Here they come on to the front stretch. A little confusion in that second row. We're going to get it figured out as they get them lined up on the first 2 rows now. The third row, little bit behind, but that's all right. It is still awesome to see all these cars out on the track doing the 4-wide fan salute. Here at Williams Grove, a paperclip of a dirt track. Big half mile. And now they got it all figured out as they work their way through 3 and 4. The fans on their feet. Now's the time to call out who your favorite fan is. Cheer for them loud and proud. Let them know you're here tonight to root them on as they get that 4-wide salute in. And now the front row going to reset once again. Tyler Shale, Cole Newhoffen on row number 1. Row 2, Shea Paulo Britton Roxbury. Row 3 will be David Heilman and Joel Berkeley. They work their way into 3 and 4. We're going to let them loose this time. Tyler Shale, Cole Newhoffen. Here we go. Tyler Shale on the throttle. We're underway in our Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw A main. Already down to the inside goes Tyler Shale. Newhoffen following in his tire tracks. 3 wide off a turn number 2. That is the one of Mason Hannigan all over Joel Berkeley. The 10 machine down to the inside as well as a caution flag going to come out. Mulder's in trouble in that 211. Jason Randolph getting a piece of it as well. Going to take another look at this one. Smolders in the 211. Going up 3 wide down the backstretch. The 71 machine of Curtis Merriman. Contact there with Smolders. Smolders going up and over, but lands on all 4 and gets rolling. So caution coming out here very early. Tyler Shale, Cole Newhoffen sitting 1 and 2. Third place, Jay Paulo in that white and blue 21 machine. Britton Roxbury sitting in 4th. Tried to give Britton Roxbury a little pep talk before this race got underway here tonight, or before the racing action took off. Roxbury looking like he's taking that to heart, sitting in 4th place. I told him it was wreckers or checkers tonight. I also said I'm not a very reasonable person, so I'm not sure he's going to take my advice. But Tyler Shale, your race leader. Newhoffen sitting in 2nd, 3rd place, Shea Paulo, Roxbury 4th. Rounding out your top 5 is the 49 of David Heileman. Just behind him, Joel Berkeley. Then the 010 of Cameron Merriman. Mason Hannigan behind Merriman. And then the 5 of Braden Eiler. Smolders, after his incident, is sitting on pit road. Damage to that 211 machine, trying to get it worked out, maybe get back out there. But pace truck down and away. Tyler Shale has this field stacked up behind him. Cole Newhoffen taking a peek to the inside as Shale really held him up. Now the green flag is out. 3 wide for 3rd place. Bit of a rough start, but some of these drivers tried to jump it there. Shale did a smart move, kept them guessing. Now everyone gets it sorted out. Roxbury into 3rd. Heileman on the high side as Shea Paulo down on that bottom, trying to hold tight to the guardrail. Heileman down to the inside. Roxbury up on the top. The battle for 3rd is 2 wide. Heileman off the corner, wheel to wheel under the bridge. That time into 3 and 4. Heileman rolling that bottom lane. 1 in the wall. Shea Paulo getting into that outside wall. He's going to lose a spot to Joe Berkeley. Mason Hannigan, Braden Eiler down on the bottom through 1 and 2, trying to get around Shea Paulo. Not this time, but now they're going to slide to the high side. 3 wide, Eiler through the middle. Mason Hannigan, we got 1 up and over. Trevor Royer in the 90 machine as the caution flag going to come out 1 more time. A very tight battle mid-pack here. And I think the 90 of Royer is just going to run out of room because of that. So I'm going to take another peek at this one here. Royer down to the bottom of Mason Hannigan and Braden Eiler through 3 and 4. And he is just going to catch that inside guardrail. Everyone able to split him. So looking for some grip down on the bottom. Very thin strip down through 3 and 4, and Trevor Royer just missing that inside edge by just that much. All right, guys, I have been informed that there's a Tim Sims prize pack available up for grabs here tonight. All of you participating in the chat, get your shot in to win this one. All we're looking for is for you all to type in Tim Sims, one word, Tim Sims, to pick up your prize pack. I have no idea what it is. It's going to be an iRacing banner, some stickers. So if you want an iRacing banner, some free stickers, get you some Dirt Slingers Racing League swag giveaway here, provided by Tim Sims. Just type in Tim Sims, all one word. Random drawing for everyone who participates here tonight. Man, oh man, glad to see everyone chiming in. This A main under caution here. Tyler Shale out in front. He has been your race leader. Cole Newhoffen trying to chase him down. And the Tim Sims are scrolling through our chat room. What a sight to see. Thank you so much, guys, for being here tonight. Hope you're enjoying the show as we get ready to go green flag racing pace truck down and away. Tyler Shale keeping them guessing. This time he gets away. Everyone a little bit more patient. Heileman to the high side. Newhoffen down to the bottom. Shale gonna try and pull away. Get that clean air. Keep that face shield all nice and clean. Newhoffen down to the inside. Trying to roll through the middle. Heileman on the top. Britton Roxbury right in the tire tracks of second and third. This time Cameron Merriman to the inside of Roxbury. Merriman off of turn number 2. Not the momentum he needed. This time he's going to go to the high side. Everyone very careful into their entry into 3 and 4 as that corner entry is blown out. Very slick. You can see him just tiptoe in there. Braden Idler sitting in 6th place right now in that 5 machine, trying to track down Cameron Merriman. Several cars sitting on pit road. Trevor Royer, Joe Berkeley, and Alex Smolders looking like they might be out of this race. Check in at the back of the pack a little bit here. Jeremy Zarfos, Curtis Merriman, and Ryan Scheidt going at it. Just ahead of Scheidt is the 96 of Matt Dixon. Side by side goes Merriman. 3 wide, maybe even 4 wide. As the 54 of John Batista not having a good night here at Williams Grove. Sitting right now in 15th spot. But behind him, they are still mixing it up. Everyone fighting tooth and nail for these spots on the track. Big knot of cars at the tail end of this field, but at the front, Tyler Shale pulling away. David Heileman has moved into 2nd place. Cole Newhoffen in the 11 machine dropping quickly here. He is into 4th place now. Cameron Merriman, as Newhoffen found a whole nother gear. Merriman into the wall. He's going to pick up the front end as he stabs the throttle to try and protect the position, but he's going to lose 2 spots. Braden Idler in the 5 machine sliding into 4th place. Roxbury sitting in 5th. Your B main winner, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr., finding himself in 7th place. Meanwhile, they are 3 wide. Mason Hannigan, Adam Elby, and the 25. The 25 of Tyler Ducharme. Ducharme working a slide job there on Adam Elby. Elby to the high side. Mason Hannigan trying to squeeze down underneath Ducharme. Not able to get it done that time. Hannigan with the run up off the corner, though. Mason Hannigan sitting in 9th, trying to take it away from Adam Elby. Oh, good grief. Tyler Ducharme, Adam Elby pulling away from these two. Ernie Williams, though, continuing his march forward. After winning the B main, he now sits in 6th place, trying to track down Britton Roxbury and Cameron Merriman. Tyler Shale still out in front. David Heileman sitting in 2nd place. Shale has a 1.4 second lead. Cole Newhoffen in 3rd. Field starting to get strung out now as we got one in trouble. Adam Elby gathers it back in, keeps rolling, but he is going to lose several spots. Now, Mason Hannigan climbing the outside wall through 3 and 4. Gathers it back in, still trying to get it back under control. And Mason Hannigan going to bring it to a stop down on the inside of the front stretch. Yellow flag is out, and Hannigan straight to pit lane. Was unable to get that thing rolling before the caution flag flew. That all started for Hannigan climbing the outside wall in 3 and 4. All right. From our Tim Sims giveaway. Those of you who typed in Tim Sims to participate here tonight, random drawing, and let's give it to Steve Murdoch. Steve Murdoch, if you would just message the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page, we'll get you set up with your iRacing banner, some stickers, all courtesy of Tim Sims. Tonight's winner also receiving a very similar prize pack from Tim Sims. So big shout out and thank you to Tim Sims for not only sponsoring tonight's C main event, but this prize pack giveaway that Steve Murdoch has won. So congratulations, Steve. As I said, man, go ahead, message the Dirt Racing Network Facebook page. Let them know you want to score your sweet Tim Sims prize pack. Tyler Shale, your race leader, has been out in front this entire time. David Heileman needed this caution to close the gap. Can Heileman find something to get around this very fast 85 machine? Cole Newhoffen in third place. What's he got up his sleeve? Pace truck down and away. We get ready to go green flag racing once again. Laps are starting to wind down here at Williams Grove as Shell gets on the throttle. We're back underway. Heileman got caught napping. Cole Newhoffen going to take it to the high side to try and work around Heileman. Nothing there for Newhoffen. David Heileman gets a run up off the corner. All of that going on. Tyler Shell pulling away as he works his way to the bottom of 3 and 4. A little bit crossed up there. He came up off the corner, but sorts it out. Meanwhile, the battle for second place. 3 cars, Cole Newhoffen, David Heileman as Shell got into the wall. Heileman gets into him. Ernie Williams in trouble. They're stacking up behind him. Austin Simmelman going around as well, and Simmelman comes to a complete stop. Caution flag coming out. I'm going to take another look at this one. That was a very intense battle for second place between Newhoffen and Heileman, and it's going to settle with Simmelman getting the short end of the stick as Ernie Williams got caught up into it. And then Simmelman had nowhere to go as Ernie Williams was trying to catch his car and bring it back under control. So another caution coming out. We are just about 10 laps away from this thing being done and over with. Your Wicked Energy Gum Outlaw series. Next week, Mike, we're going to be heading to another dirt track for another outstanding night of racing. I'm sure you know where we're going.
I have to look it up.
I wish I knew where we were going. I just get on the plane. Roger Wagner calls me and says, plane is here. I need you on it. Well, I get on the plane and here we are. I didn't even know we were going to be in Williams Grove, but that's where we are tonight. Next week, going to be another one of those. Hey, KR, I need you to get to the airport. Get on the airplane. We're going dirt track racing once again. We will be at the dirt track in Charlotte. Well, that one, a little bit smaller of a track than this Williams Grove Speedway, but the racing will be no less smaller. These drivers always show up here for this Dirt Slingers Racing League Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series with their game faces on. It's time to get down to business once again as the pace truck down and away. Tyler Shell has kept them guessing all night long when he will get to the throttle. And again, another great jump.
Green flag.
As Shell easily out in front into turn 1 and 2 unchallenged. Heileman to the high side. Newhoffen trying to take a peek to the inside of the 49 machine. Braden Idler in the 5, sitting in 4th with Ernie Williams 3 wide. Eiler sideways. Ernie Williams nowhere to go. Williams pointed in the wrong direction. And Brenton Roxbury hard on the binders. Gonna make contact with the 91 machine. As the parting of the Red Sea left Brenton Roxbury blind up until the very last moment. So back under yellow we go. Started 22 cars here tonight. Several drivers having to drop out of tonight's race. Scored in 18th spot is Mason Hannigan. Jay Paulo in 19th. Joe Berkeley in 20th. Trevor Royer 21st. 22nd will be Alex Smulders. So 17 cars still out on track. Ernie Williams, though, some damage to his 91 machine. What is going to be the call from that team? I'm taking a peek at this 91. No front wing. Caved in front bumper. Looks like it maybe got into the torsion bar a little bit. Brenton Roxbury getting a little bit of damage on his front side as well. But Braden Eiler taking the penalty, taking the blame for that caution. He drops to the tail end of this field. We'll have 8 laps to go when the green flag flies. Heileman still trying to figure out what he needs to do to get around this 85 of Tyler Shale. Pace truck down and away. Shale in control and picks up the throttle once again. Everyone down to the inside. Shale, good momentum that time. Kept those rear tires in the traction and to the high side through 1 and 2. Shale, Heileman pulling away. Cole Newhoffen into 3rd place, but that's where the calmness ends. Tyler Ducharme in the 25 machine down to the inside. He's got Cameron Merriman on his outside. Jason Randolph in the 4. He's trying to make some noise as he's taking a peek around to see what's going to happen with these 3 cars in front of him. Right behind Jason Randolph is Adam Elby. John Batista trying to work his way forward. At one point, Batista was mired deep in the field. Now here he is sitting in 8th place. But Tyler Shale out in front. David Heileman trying to catch him as he's going to follow in his tire tracks. Both drivers to the high side through 3 and 4. Newhoffen working right through the middle as a caution flag is going to come out. We got one pointed in the wrong direction. That is the 25 of Tyler Ducharme. Trouble for him. He is going to take it straight to pit lane, I believe. Ducharme down on the bottom through 1 and 2. He was racing with the 010 of Merriman. Got into the tractor tire down on the bottom of 3 and 4. Then everyone trying to find a way around him. So caution flag coming out once again. Tyler Shale in the 85. Your race leader has had a dominant night all night long, leading every lap of this A main so far. Hope everyone will join us next week at the dirt track at Charlotte. Your Thursday night Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series continues. Your Dirt Slingers Racing League putting on the show here tonight. The Dirt Racing Network. Well, if you don't know where you are, that's where you are. The Dirt Racing Network. Hope you all are enjoying the show. I am enjoying being here. Mike Peterson, always in my ear, keeping me informed. Well, I got a moment. I want to thank Mike for all he does here, putting this show on. Not the easiest thing in the world. All I do is talk about racing. He's got to do all the hard work. But Mike, I appreciate what you do for me, man. But we are going to go racing here. But Mike,
I do my best here.
Pace truck down and away. Tyler Shale in control of the field once again. This time, another good restart by the 85 Heilemann. Left trying to track him down. Cole Newhoffen and Cameron Merriman to the outside of Newhoffen. 3 wide off at turn number 2 for second place. Heilemann in trouble here as Newhoffen found a groove down through 3 and 4. Contact between the 11 and the 49. Both drivers able to keep going. Cameron Merriman sitting in 4th place. What does he have in store? Can he get to that podium spot? Heilemann drives it in deep that time. Shale holds on, but Heilemann with a very deep entry into 3 and 4. The slide job not working to his advantage down the front stretch. But Tyler Shale in the 85 knows that David Heilemann is there now. Newhoffen into 3rd. Merriman on his inside. Down they go. 3 laps to go here at Williams Grove. Merriman into 3rd. Newhoffen into 4th. Newhoffen trying that bottom lane, carrying the front end halfway down the back stretch. This time, Heilemann to the high side. Shale to the inside off of turn number 4. 2 laps to go. Heilemann trying everything he can. Tyler Shale doing the same. Both these drivers up on the wheel, sawing back and forth, fighting this mega horsepower race car. White flag in the air for Tyler Shale. Final time around. Can Tyler bring it home after leading every lap? Has to be clean. David Heilemann trying to track him down, not able to close in on him just yet. Both drivers into 3 and 4. Heilemann slide job for the lead. Shale turns it down underneath him. And Tyler Shale with the run up off the corner. David Heilemann gonna bring it home in 2nd. And Cameron Merriman going to finish on the final step of the podium, with Newhoffen finishing in 4th and Jason Randolph gonna round out your top 5. Man, what a night of racing. Tyler Shale brings it to a stop on the front stretch as your race winner. Heilemann in 2nd. Merriman, the final step of the podium as he is still out celebrating a hard-fought 3rd place. So as Cameron Merriman works his way around to join in. So now, Mike, do we want to talk to drivers? Do we want to go through our result? All right, guys, as we wait and set up our post-race show, bear with us here for just a moment. We're going to start talking to our podium finishing drivers. Still waiting on just one more to make his way up into the broadcast booth. And we're going to kick it off with our 3rd place finisher, the driver of the 010, Cameron Merriman. Cameron, what an outstanding drive you had out there tonight, bringing it home in 3rd place. Man, congratulations on that one. Tell us a little bit about what you had to go through here tonight.
It was a hard-fought battle. I got into a lot of racing there with Britton, Ernie, Braden. It was just kind of wild and cold for a long time. Ended up getting by a lot of guys and then screwing myself dumping in the turn 1 and 2 wall. So a tough track tonight, and I made it tougher by putting myself in the fence a few times. So I ended up having to pass quite a few people. And then obviously with the way that the cautions work, they revert back to the previous lap. So that makes it tough when you're trying to make spots up on a restart. So hard fought, good win by Tyler, and felt like I had something there down the stretch, but it's hard to get a good string of laps going.
Yeah, definitely would say that the longer the green flag ran went, the faster you seem to be going. Finding a rhythm here at Williams Grove, very important. But, you mentioned all those cautions and it being difficult to get that rhythm. What's it like for a driver mentally trying to get into that groove?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, some people are better than others, but for me, I really love just ripping the top here, and that means you have to get into, and the rhythm really means finding the line and getting adjusted to the line, the throttle inputs. And so when you're on a restart, you're in a totally kind of different frame of mindset because you're trying to be soft on the throttle, down the bottom, have a good run into turn two, not get ran into, and try and make it around the guy in front of you. So it's just a totally different mindset. And for me, it's a challenge, getting through the first lap and then establishing yourself and getting in the rhythm and finding where the time is in the splits and whatnot. So that's a challenge in and of itself. So when you do get in these kind of restart one or two laps, restart one or two laps, it's definitely not my forte. So I'm fortunate that I had good track position down the end, just not quite enough.
All right, Cameron. Well, man, once again, congratulations on third place. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, shout out to my pops, Curtis, always helping me out, giving me good advice and whatnot, and my family keep me company here in the COVID situation, hanging out at home all the time. So, and a big shout out to you guys and everyone that puts this thing on. Great broadcast, and it's always a lot of fun doing DSRL.
All right, that is Cameron Merriman, your third place finisher here tonight. But now we're going to move on to our second place finisher. That is the 49, driven by David Heileman. David, congratulations on second place out there tonight, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Well, it looked like a rough track to really find any sort of grip. A lot of drivers spinning those back tires, coming up off the corner, really crossed up. What was it like driving out there, uh, with that right rear on the guardrail?
I don't know. It was weird. It just seemed like it never even got slick. Even at the end, it just seemed like the last five. It was either just because all the yellows there right at the end, and it just disrupted everybody's rhythm, or the track just changed during those yellows, those last five laps. But during that long green flag run we had, it just didn't seem like the track was changing at all.
Well, you were trying to track down the 85 of Tyler Shale, following, that battle closely here. We saw you all trying different lines, and then the last few laps, some slide jobs finally to let that 85 know you were there. What was it like trying to get down on the bottom, drive it in deep, and then slide through that slick spot right in the middle?
Yeah, it's always really narrow in 3 and 4, and you can easily overshoot it and catch the wall. But because of the way you have to enter the top, you can throw a slider from pretty deep. But I think he got the wall or something, and I thought we were gonna kill him, but then he crossed over. That was like 3 to go, and then last lap I just had to take my shot at it, and it just came up a little short.
All right, man. Well, second place here at Williams Grove. Nothing to sneeze at. A solid finish for you here in race number 2 of the season. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, so all the guys on Slick Sim Sport, Down Graphics, JDR Graphics, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion, their Racing Network putting on.
All right, that is your second place driver, the 49 of David Heileman. But now it is time to talk to our race winner, the driver who led all the laps out here tonight, Tyler Shale in the 85 machine. Congratulations, man. Nice job out there tonight.
Thanks, man.
That 85 put on a heck of a show. It looked like never putting the tire wrong, but it did catch the wall a time or two on that outside lane. Looked like it was a very close cushion to the wall there tonight.
Yeah, the track was very narrow. Like you had to hit your mark, no margin for error. I got kind of caught myself trying to surge a little bit after the one caution, which I shouldn't have, and slid up tag the wall. But I got lucky and had a caution, so I got the lead back. And then I just stuck to what I knew was good, and then I ended up getting the win.
Well, solid showing here at Williams Grove, leading all the laps in the A main. A solid run all night long for this 85 machine, but it wasn't, without its, kind of catch your breath kind of moments. David Heileman sending a couple slide jobs on you there at the end of this one.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of was um experimenting with lines at the end there. When he threw the first slider, it kind of scared me a little bit. I'm like, huh? And then I kind of just stuck back to the top and figured he was gonna throw one in 3 and 4 there, so I just had to cut under him, and he was gonna have no momentum because there was no grip, and he just had slick. So I just had to cut under him and get to the grip down the straightaway on that last lap.
Was an outstanding drive for you here tonight, Tyler. Again, congratulations picking up the win here in race number 2 of the season. Any shout outs or thank yous?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all the sponsors that put this league, put up all the money. It's a blast. I got to run it past 2 seasons, sorry, and it's been a blast. And then Elbows Up Simsport, our sponsors: Anderson Speedway, Motorsport Speed, Jessel Logistics, Paint Spy Tunica, and Hergot Real Estate, Over the Wall Photographs, Catch Fence Apparel, and Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
All right, Tyler, again, congratulations. Nice job out there tonight. Your A main winner, Tyler Shale.
Thank you.
And Mike, man, oh man, what a race we had here. Post-race show about ready to wrap up, but we got to talk to our podium finishing drivers. So, Mike, again, thank you so much for what we do. You want to take us through tonight's race results?
Race results, Tyler Shale was the race winner. David Heilman second, Cameron Merriman third, Cole Newhoff in fourth, Jason Randolph, John Batista, Jeremy Zarfos, Austin Simmelman, Braden Eiler, Jeff Stewart were the top 10. So that's going to how the top 10 finished here at Williams Grove with the Wicked Energy Gaunt 410 Outlaw Series race here at Williams Grove. And, yeah, it's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight. Any parting words?
Guys, I want to thank everyone for joining us here tonight. I hope you will join us next Thursday night as we head to the dirt track at Charlotte. And so, on behalf of everyone here at the Dirt Racing Network, my name was KR Stolvis. Our producer here tonight was Mike Peterson. And guys, congratulations to Steve Murdoch picking up the Tim Sims prize pack. So until next week, everyone stay safe and make sure you tune in to the Dirt Racing Network. And until then, have a good night.